When I was 7, gardener's question time came to the village of Beverly, Oxfordshire, and I asked a question. What methods, I wondered in my shrill soprano, did members of the panel employ to deal with the perennial problem of snails? The audience laughed. My father had said they would, and the panel spoke. One said traps scraped clean daily, another moats filled with beer. Copper barriers react with slime and electrocute, the third one said. They all agreed that Bordeaux mixture repels when applied to trunks and sheds, and iron phosphates starve them slowly. My father sat beside me, eyes all twinkly, and when the chairman turned to me for my response, my father rose and said, hand-picking is the best and most efficient method. First water thoroughly the infested beds in late afternoon, then wait. Enjoy slow drinks and a family dinner. Smile, be happy. Make love to your wife. After dark, wake one small boy.
Alex?
And take him out into your garden. Drawn to the surface of the wet flower beds, the snails can now be located with a flashlight and drowned in soapy water or crushed.
Good boy. Bad snails.
Repeated twice a week, this eco-friendly procedure not only avoids harmful chemicals, it provides a stimulating introduction into the ways of the English garden, and a vital form of bonding between a father and his son.
What do you mean, you feel sick? Right. Let's go wake up your mother.
At Home with the Snails, written by Gerard Foster, starring Geoffrey Palmer and Angela Thorne.
This is my conservatory with a small C. It's where I come to make nice things. Today I'm making a nice thing for Alex because I know he's been feeling a bit down for the last couple of years. It's a potato print. It's going to be a bit like that portrait of Myra Hindley, only not as controversial. And what I'm going to do are the words, "Cheer up, Alex, please." And if you look carefully, you'll see the words are made up of hundreds of tiny pansies, because we think he might be gay. Well, he hasn't had a girlfriend for years, so I think the writing's on the wall. Oh, not a toilet wall. A nice wall.
Well, he was always playing with my dolls. Used to drive me mad. Nobody played with my dolls. I didn't play with my dolls. I worked with them. I had a little factory, and they made traditional Devonshire fudge by buying in cheaper fudge and repackaging it. He definitely wasn't a normal child.
I insisted we call our firstborn Rose. Lucky it wasn't a boy, really. But we wanted a Rose, and we got a Rose. Well, she's prickly, and she's got quite a red face. It'll do. Alex, on the other hand, I could never really work out what he was for. He helped out in the garden when he was young, but now, well, we have so little in common. I'm Professor of Symbolics at St Matthew's, Oxford, and he got a high 2-1 from one of the better provincial universities, and he was pleased with that. I suspect he may even have worked for it.
Is that enough, George?
I don't know. What is it?
It's shepherd's pie.
What does it mean, your shepherd's pie?
No idea, but I'm sure you're going to tell us.
And normally there's a basic duality, the white of the potato and the dark of the meat. It symbolises Judeo-Christian concepts of good and evil. And yet, the way you make it, Beverly, the two become indistinguishable in a grey mush.
Really?
So, what your shepherd's pie seems to be telling us is that good and evil have collapsed into one another, which could be a liberating release from traditional recipes of law and morality.
Eat it, George.
Or it could be just quite bland.
And how is it for you, Alex?
All right.
What have you done today?
Well, I got up about half an hour ago and came down for dinner, and then you asked me what I've done today, and I started this sentence.
Any word from London?
No.
You're depressed, that's all. Here, I made this for you.
All right. Thanks, Mum. Thanks, Dad.
Well, nothing to do with me.
Look, George, it says, "Cheer up, Alex, please."
No, it says, "Are you gay?"
Does it? Oh.
You think I'm gay?
No, I don't. But if you were, it wouldn't matter.
Well, that's great. Thanks. Love the pansies, but I'm not.
I know. But if you were...
I'm not.
You knew they were pansies?
I'm not gay.
Well, what are you?
I don't know what I am. Always thought I'd work for the BBC after my illustrious debut in broadcasting, reading out a question my dad prepared earlier. Still waiting for that call. They liked my contribution, want to give me my own show. I don't want my own show. I don't want to work in broadcasting. I don't know what I want to do. I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to satisfactorily pass the painfully long time between now and my inevitable death. Which is why I've applied for the PGCE, to be honest. I don't want to be a teacher, but you've got to do something.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Good.
I'm not touching your roses.
I should hope not. Do you want to do something?
Yes, I'd love to do something. That's what I want. Someone to tell me what to do. In fact, you're my dad. I thought that was your job.
My job is symbolics. But if you want something to do, you can collect a few snails. You know what to do?
Yes.
Good.
Alex, have you got a napkin?
No, I'll be all right.
Pink or blue?
Whatever.
Pink.
I'm not gay.
I know, but if you were...
I'm not...
I'm trying to think.
Oh, don't play with it, George.
It ought to be called cocks in the hole, really, these burnt sausages plunging into the greasy pudding. Why toad in the hole? Why think of our sexual organs as animals, as dark, wrinkled beasts of the night?
George, your son is gay and he can't admit it. Will you please eat your food?
Alex, you're going to have to move out.
What, because I'm gay?
Oh, at last.
I'm not gay!
Ah, no, you just said you were.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I was just trying to get to the bottom of why...
It's all coming out. Oh, coming out.
Dad, are you seriously saying you want me to move out?
I don't want you to move out. In an ideal world, you wouldn't be here.
You want me to move out?
Yes.
I've only been back 3 months.
And there's been nothing but conversation since you got here.
Teacher training starts in 5 weeks. Can you not put up with me till then?
You done those snails yet? How's it going?
Yeah, got quite a few. Same as last night.
Little bastards. Thanks, Alex. Night.
Well done.
They think this snail killing has given me something to do. I suppose it has. Only I'm not killing them. I'm taking them up to my room. I just wanted to do something for myself. All my life I've been going along this narrow path laid out before me, school, GCSEs, A-level, university. You look behind you and you see this trail, this slow, predictable progress towards the rest of your life. And when you get to the rest of your life, you don't know what to do. The path stops. It's like scouts. I loved scouts. I was a bloody good scout. And when I got to 19, that was it. I was out the door. Beavers, cubs, scouts, venture scouts, then what? Nothing. They lead you to the edge of a cliff and leave you there, and you're supposed to know where to go. Well, I wasn't going to go forward. I'm not stupid. So I went back. Back to my parents' house. Back to rooting around my dad's flower beds for little animals. I've got about 100 of them up in my room now. I should get some sort of aquarium. But it's nice, letting them wander about. Do their own thing.
5 strawberry knuckles and a pound of coconut rash, £9.98. 2 pence change. Shall I put it in the tin?
Rose, I didn't actually come in to buy chocolates. I wanted to ask you a favour.
Oh, right. OK, I'm ready.
Dad doesn't want me living at home anymore, and I haven't got anywhere to go. And you've got this nice, big...
Oh, right, yeah, of course.
Really?
Yeah, no problem. Borrow the tent. It's in the cupboard in my spare room.
It wasn't the tent I was after.
Right.
It does involve me going into the spare room, but not coming out again, except at meal times.
No, you've lost me.
I want to move in.
Could I give some money to a homeless charity instead?
Look, you'd be doing me a real favour.
Yeah, that's the problem. Oh, I want to do the good thing. You're right, I'm being silly and petty and selfish.
Thanks, Rose.
50 quid a week, plus bills, no pets.
Right.
And you have remembered it's my birthday next week?
Yes. You can say what you like about Rose, but her heart's in the wrong place. It is in the wrong place. It's pressed up against an armpit, which is a very stressful position for a heart to be in. She can't relax, she can't eat chocolates, and she could drop dead at any moment. But she tries to live a normal life. You know, make as much money as possible and sod everyone else.
Night,
Oh my God, I think they're doing it. Carol Smiley and Saddam Hussein are doing it. Stupid names, but you've got to call them something. They've been crawling over each other for a while, so I put them in the shag tank. It's an aquarium with cabbage leaves to roll around on and soil to lay the eggs in. Nice for them to get a bit of privacy. It's amazing watching snails lock together. They've each got a hole, and they've each got a pole. Each of the poles goes in each of the holes. Then both of the snails stand perfectly still for hours on end. No rocking or rolling, no inning and outing, no toing and froing, no screaming and shouting, no sorry, that was it, no, it doesn't matter, really, it doesn't. It's the most natural thing in the world. I'm not taking it too far, this snail thing, am I?
Sorry, that was it.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Really, it doesn't.
It's the stress, I think.
I know. Well, he's hiding something.
Alex? No, I'm talking about the book. It's brilliant. But I can't see how to begin the thing.
To Beverly for everything?
No.
Once upon a time?
Night.
Look, I can't help you if you won't tell me what it is.
I don't need your help. It's got nothing to do with you. Any plans for dinner tomorrow?
We haven't had a nice coq au vin for a while.
Interesting. I should write this down. Coq au vin.
Oh, you're writing a cookery book.
It's a deconstruction of the symbolism of modern domestic cuisine.
You're deconstructing my cooking?
Yes. That's cheered me up. Shall we try again?
George, I don't sweat all day over a steaming oven.
I should hope you don't. It'll drip in the food.
How you can think about food when you have a son lying next door in a state of severe existential angst, I don't know.
Maybe we should get him to do the cooking. You get a break. I get to see what sort of food an existentially angst-ridden homosexual would come up with.
No, I'm sorry, that's immoral.
Oh, am I in the wrong hole again?
You should be trying to help him. How long has this been going on?
I think we're over a minute now.
Alex.
It's George.
No, I'm talking about Alex. If you don't make some sort of effort to help Alex, then you can forget about your cookery book. As of now, I'm on strike.
All right, I'll go and talk to him.
Oh, when I said on strike, it was only in the kitchen.
Alex? Alex?
Oh.
Alex?
What do you want?
Only me?
I know it's you. What do you want?
Nothing.
Sorry, I was dreaming I was a kid and you took me down into the garden.
Yes, you were a little demon gardener in those days.
I'm just copying you, wasn't I?
Ah, nature nurture. No, you were quite inventive back then. I used to just tread on them. You had to winkle them out of their shells and slice them in half with the secateurs.
That's barbaric. Why did you let me do that?
You were only a child. Look, Alex...
You're worried about me.
Mum's worried, I'm concerned. No, don't switch the light on. These things are easier in the dark.
If you're going to come in, I need to switch the light on.
The thing is, we're perfectly happy to put up with you. I mean, put you up, but they're all over the carpet. They're on the walls. They're hanging off the bloody lampshade.
Elvis, get down.
Did you know these snails were in here?
Of course I did. They're from the garden, aren't they?
You've been taking snails from the garden.
You don't want them in the garden.
I don't want them in the house. What if they get in the garden?
So they'd eat your beautiful roses. What does it matter? Sorry, I didn't mean that.
Interesting.
What do you mean, interesting?
Quite symbolic. Snails. Hiding away in his shell, weighed down by his home, haunted by the tracks of his past. He likes snails because he is a snail.
Dad, what are you talking about?
Let me just get this right. You have developed an unhealthy obsession with snails, triggered by the memory of your own father initiating you in his nighttime gardening activities.
No, I don't know, I realised I like snails. It's not...
I've got to write this down. Oh, and what I was saying the other day about moving out. You're happy here, Alex.
Well, actually...
Night.
Mind where you're treading. That was Carol Smiley.
Not so smiley now, is she? We'll get you another one. Well, help yourself, in fact.
So, he doesn't like boys. He likes snails, which is fine. But my Are You Gay card looks rather silly now, so I've made him a big cuddly snail. And here's the clever bit. What I've done is I've attached a loo roll to its bottom. So as you move it along the floor, the loo roll unwinds, like a snail trail. And on the snail trail, I've written literary quotations about snails. It's amazing how many there are. The snail, crushed by careless feet, makes our Lord's heart miss a beat. William Blake. He wrestled with giant snails all that summer, then got drunk. Ernest Hemingway. You snail, Harold Pinter. You effing snail, Stephen Burkoff. You mother effing snail, Quentin Tarantino. Oh, I did make some of them up for Alex.
Get that down your... Cheers.
Cheers.
What did you think of the game?
Yeah, it was...
I thought it was very symbolic. Those goals are clearly orifices.
Dad, why are we here?
Well, I didn't want to have to tell you this, but life is meaningless. Art, charity and conversation are futile. And God died in October 1964 when I published my
No,
first
why are we in a pub trying to talk about football?
Oh. Well, it's what fathers do with their sons, isn't it?
So why are we doing it?
I thought it was time I got to know you better.
I thought we were saving that getting to know you stuff till one of us was about to die. Are you ill?
No. I'm worried about you.
Am I ill?
No. And don't let anyone tell you you are. Especially not a doctor. I don't want them trying to cure you of whatever it is you haven't got. Look, I've probably been a bit distant for the last 25 years, but I think we should make an effort to start being normal.
Right.
These snails are a bit like little willies, aren't they?
What?
A bit like little willies. Extending, retracting in and out of their shells. A haunting echo of your own withered masculinity, yes?
I'd never really thought about it. Are you writing down everything I say?
No, I'm writing down everything I say. It's far more interesting. You're in there as well.
Why do you need to take notes?
You're right. It's making things awkward. I'll use the dictaphone.
Dad, I'm not a case study.
Could you say that a bit nearer the microphone?
No!
I'm interested in you.
No, you're not. You're interested in snails.
Not as interested as you. You're the one taking pictures of them, copulating every night.
I am not. Have you been going through my room?
No.
In order to get to know me better?
Yes. It's because I care. I would never read your diary, if you keep a diary.
What are you going to do when I move out? Get Rose to spy on me?
What do you mean, move out?
Well, I'm moving into Rose's on Friday.
No, you can't.
You told me to.
And then I told you to stay.
And I'm here just to follow your orders.
No, I forbid you to move out.
Why?
Why?
Why don't you want me to move out all of a sudden?
Because I love you.
Right. Right.
That's settled then. Cheers.
I found myself talking to Uri Geller last night. Not the Uri Geller, I'm not desperate. The snail Uri Geller. Still pretty stupid talking to an animal when they can't talk back. So I've found a way where they can talk back. I've got Joe Strummer from The Clash on a kind of Ouija board, and the question I'm asking him is, should I stay or should I go? If he goes left, I stay at home. If he goes right, I move in with Rose. Good to see he's not rushing it. He's taking his time. It's not getting out of control, this snail thing. I just can't make decisions. It's the most unfair thing about life, that you're constantly being asked to choose. I don't mind what happens to me. If I haven't chosen it, it's not my fault. I've got a lot in common with Jesus in that respect. He didn't choose to be crucified. He let it happen. I'd have done the same. To be fair, I'd probably have let all those people carry on being blind and lame and that, and he didn't. Still no movement from Joe Strummer. I hope I don't have to stay. My dad told me he loved me. Next thing I know, he's going to want us to start cuddling and taking baths together. I mean, I'd love to do that. Not the baths, but we don't touch each other. If we shake hands, he'll have gloves on. It's like we're practicing safe family relations, like we're terrified of giving each other this terrible disease called affection. And suddenly he's making the first move. And either we carry on as we were until one of us dies and the other one is left going, "Ooh, I loved you so much," to a slab of marble. Or we start having proper conversations and telling each other what we really think and feel. God, if this snail doesn't hurry up, I'm going to have to make the decision for myself. Which is what he's telling me to do. He's not moving because he wants me to make the decision. Blimey, that's clever. And I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay and bond with my father. Oh, no, hang on, he's definitely edging towards go. Thank God for that.
Snail Boy, Chapter 1. Once upon a time, there was a boy. His mother made him nice things and hot meals. His father created a magical garden, and every Sunday allowed him to play in it. Yet, despite this normal, happy childhood, the boy grew up to become what can only be described as a snail. Ugh.
Boiled beef and dumplings.
What?
Tonight's menu. That's what you're writing. The symbolism of modern domestic cuisine.
Oh, yes, dumplings.
And you'll be able to really get down to work now Alex has gone.
What do you mean, gone?
Oh, didn't he tell you?
Tell me what?
He's moved out. To Rose's.
What, without even saying goodbye?
Well, we thought you'd be engrossed in your work.
I told him I loved him. I told him I bloody loved him.
Well, I gave him a cuddly snail. That didn't do any good either.
It was really generous of you, Gran. Oh, I think I'm just going to stick it on the wall. You can't buy much with a tenner these days. Well, 50 would be more like it, but I'll expect that first post tomorrow then. Go away! No, not you, Gran. Oh, sorry, yes, you as well. There's a customer.
Rose.
What can I get you?
Nothing, I just came to see you.
Oh, right. Well, thanks for coming.
I got you a present.
Right, you'd better come in.
It's a pair of secateurs for the garden.
Thanks. That's great. Just what you would have bought for yourself. I did tell you I'd have the garden paved over.
They'll come in useful one day when you want roses of your own.
Well, next year, can you all stick to the list? It's very frustrating. Mum made me a wool and button collage depicting the events surrounding my first period. Alex got me a bloody cat.
What, a live cat?
Yes, a live cat. Good for the stress levels.
Well, that's ideal.
Yes. Oh, shut up!
Alex around, is he?
No, he's down in London enjoying himself on my special day. And having his teacher training interview.
Maybe having him to stay isn't a good idea. For the stress levels.
Might be good for me to live with another human being for a while.
And where does Alex fit in?
He's all right, actually, when you get to know him.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I think we've got over that petty rivalry thing.
How are the snails?
The what?
Oh, didn't he tell you?
Tell me what?
He's got a couple of 100 snails with him. They'll be sliding around his room right now.
The cheeky bugger.
I've got the car with me. Shall I load up his bags?
I mean, what have they got in the chocolates?
Yes, he'll have to come home.
I told him no pets.
And he gave you a cat.
And he gave me a cat. He signed the contract.
So he comes back home.
So he's going nowhere.
But what about the snails?
Well, you said these had come in useful.
Oh, Rose, please, put the secateurs down.
I think I'm going to like teaching. I got in there and they asked me if I'd had a good journey down, and that was my dream question, because on the tube I'd kept seeing these adverts for some mortgage company or estate agents. It was this cartoon of a snail with its shell painted in some groovy, biologically inaccurate colour, which it was apparently very happy about. I mean, I've watched a lot of snails over the past couple of weeks, and they don't grin. And they don't do thumbs up either. And it suddenly hit me, the irony. They're using snails to sell houses. And what's the first thing people do when they get into their lovely new house? They go out into the garden and kill off all the snails. Might not be the first thing. In my father's case, I'm sure it was. The normal people would put the kettle on first, choose the curtains. But you know, at some point down the line, the snails are going to be out the door. So I just talked about that, actually. Linked it in with teaching. Can't remember how. But at the end, as I was going out, one of the panel said, "Good luck." I think that's a good sign, isn't it?
Rose, those snails, what about my book? They belong to Alex.
What's so special about Alex?
Nothing. He doesn't mean any more to me than you.
Oh, they're all over the floor. They're up the walls. They're hanging off the bloody lampshade.
Elvis, down you get.
You've got names for them.
He's got names for them. Rose, if you kill his snails, he might never be the same again.
He might get a life.
Exactly. The guy's a freak. You are easily the most well-adjusted, socially competent child I have. I'd have thought you'd want to keep it that way.
Well, I let him keep his snails so that he doesn't do better than me.
Yeah, brilliant, isn't it?
It's the kind of twisted thing I'd come up with.
Oh.
I was about to chop up his snails because they shouldn't be here, but now I'm feeling sorry for him because he's obviously going through some major crisis. And you love me more than you love him?
No.
You don't love me more than you love him?
Well...
No! Why would you? He's always been the interesting one, the one with the problems, while I've just got on with my life. I'm sorry, Dad, for being so well-adjusted, so annoyingly sane. Yeah, well, maybe this will make me a bit more interesting. 1. 2. Mad enough for you yet, am I?
Give me the...
Get back, or you'll be picking up your fingers with your mouth.
Not the hands!
3, 4, 5.
We're gathered here today to celebrate the life of Lionel Blair, Mark Goodyear, Helena Bonham Carter and 186 others cut down in their prime.
Alex, they're snails.
It's hard to find some meaning in such a tragedy. Why did I leave them? Why were they allowed to die? Why did you do it, Rose?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have let it in your room. I didn't think cats liked snails.
Well, clearly they don't.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you give me something that's not on the list. You're lucky I'm letting you bury them in my garden.
Yeah.
I do think 189 individual graves is going to be a bit fiddly.
I'm not putting them in a mass grave.
They're snails!
You don't understand, do you? You just don't get it.
No, I don't.
Nor do I, but they meant something to me, these snails.
I know. I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter.
No, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to put the rent up.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I feel really bad about what happened, and having a bit more money might cheer me up. And you're using my garden as a graveyard. That's got to be worth something.
Alex is back. I made him a nice thing, his very own snail fancy dress. A pair of teeny boppers and a rucksack with a shell painted on it. He said to me, I'm 23 years old, when am I going to want to wear a fancy dress? And I said, they're having a Mardi Gras night at the Jolly Sailor next Tuesday. Well, it was worth a try.
Carol Smiley and Saddam Hussein are dead, but no one could get the eggs buried deep in the soil in the shag tank. When I woke up this afternoon, there were hundreds of tiny snails stuck to the aquarium walls, peering out at me. They look like Rice Krispies. I feel all warm inside, like I'm a secret snail king rebuilding his army. And I didn't get into teacher training, so I've got to do something.
I don't feel guilty. I haven't got time to feel guilty. I'm on 5,000 words a day.
At Home with the Snails was written by Gerard Foster and starred Geoffrey Palmer as George, Angela Thorne as Beverly, Gerard Foster as Alex and Miranda Hart as Rose. The programme was produced by Jane Batu.
$500 million years ago, a small amphibious creature left the sea and came onto dry land. But to survive this alien habitat, it had to change. A shell to keep out predators, a trail of mucus to ease its path across the arid land, and 2 sets of genitalia to double its chances of getting laid. And here in my left hand is the result, the Helix aspersa, the common or garden snail. In my right hand is its big brother, the Helix aspersa maxima, and making its way slowly across my chest is the Helix parmassia. Moving down towards my navel, a variety of snails gently fight over the lettuce leaves I've placed around my tummy button. Running along my inner thighs, another 15 or so graze on a mix of porridge oats and sesame seeds. In between my toes and in other places, I've put bits of cuttlefish bone. The calcium is good for their shell, and it tickles. It's not a sex thing.
Oh, it's a sex thing. The delicate folds of soft skin, the dizzying aroma when you plunge your way in. There's nothing like a red rose, except female genitalia. The rose clearly symbolises the lady pubis. Funny, I think I prefer the symbol to the real thing.
This is the sheep that will give me the wool, that I'll spin on my wheel to make me the yarn, to put on my loom and weave into the next 3 yards of my family tapestry.
At Home with the Snails, written by Gerard Foster, starring Geoffrey Palmer and Angela Thorne.
The tapestry starts by the new loo and wends its way down the stairs and out to the back door where it climaxes with the final voyage of Virginia Woolf, our old car, so called because she never got past 60. 437 inches of Fisher history, from Rose's placenta party, we were rather wacky in those days, through holidays, gang shows and sad times like Alex's 2-1. But the next instalment will see Alex triumphant. Alex shedding his winter coat and embracing the new. Alex finally leaving home and moving into the shed at the bottom of the garden.
I think I'm going to be happy here. My snails are happy. They're all having more sex. Except Dale Winton. I worry about Dale. He never seems to do it with anyone. I don't do it with anyone, but I'm not a snail in a shed with 300 other snails all up for anything. I'd like to be. I'm trying to live like a snail. I'm only eating lettuce and oats and cuttlefish bone, and when I want to go up to the house I slide there, very slowly, up the garden path. Amazing how you cut down on unnecessary journeys. I only bother when I'm very, very hungry.
He's taking pictures of them while they mate. God knows where he gets it from, this compulsive wireism. Wish I'd got a camera in there, but the research grant wouldn't stretch to it. Still, the college has been generous. Enough for some tiny microphones and a short-range antenna to transmit the signals to my control room here in the car. It's not a pleasant thing, spying, but I owe it to my family to try and make this book as brilliant as all the others I've written. I'm his father. If I thought for a moment he was being exploited, I'd step in and say no.
I'm having a friend to stay for a few weeks. I like having a friend, and I'm not sharing her with anyone else.
Excuse me, are you Rose Fisher?
Yes.
I'm Colette Dupuis from the Business School of Poitiers.
Oh yes, this way.
Could you give me a hand?
Quickly!
You Rose Fisher of Rosie's Sweets?
Look, my mother knows you're here. There'll be presents, there'll be invitations to dinner.
Oh, that sounds great. Could you...
No, not great. If you see a menopausal lady with a woolly Big Ben or a full-size paper-mache telephone box...
Yoo-hoo! Welcome to England.
Keep walking. Come on.
Oh, this is nice. Just the two of us. Wine, oysters.
Oh, oysters, right. In college, chef doesn't take them out of their shell and boil them in gravy and onions.
Well, I was feeling adventurous. Now that we've got the place to ourselves again, we could freak out. Make love on the dinner table.
I've got rather a lot on my plate as it is.
Oh.
Oh, the boy.
Hello? How are you getting on in your little den?
Oh, sorry, you in the middle of dinner? I've already had my sunflower seeds.
How are the snails?
All right.
Slide up here?
Yeah.
Nice. And the rucksack and teeny boppers you're wearing, they symbolise the shell and tentacles?
Can we talk about something other than snails?
Just taking an interest.
Is there any chance of an omelette?
Oh, yes, come in.
Alex, when I gave you that shed, it was on the understanding you were going to be living like a snail.
Well, I'm in the shed.
Well, you'd better get back there, or it won't be yours for much longer.
I'm not a real snail. I am a human being.
And so are your parents, Alex. We also have needs and desires, don't we, Beverly?
Well, he can stay for an omelette.
And if it's all right with you, Alex, I would very much like to spend some time with your mother.
Oh, well, maybe your father's right. Come on. Shoo. Oh. Well, those oysters did the trick. Oh, dear. Feel a bit bad locking them out so we can have a quick... Where are you going?
To the car.
Oh, right.
To right.
Oh, right.
Sorry about the wind chimes. They piss me off as well, but they're good for stress levels. So, anything you want, I'm just a phone call away.
You don't live here?
Yes, but I prefer to be contacted on my mobile rather than you knocking on my door. It's just a boundaries thing.
I use the phone in the hall to call you in your bedroom.
Well, if you could use the payphone at the end of the road. Let's not fall out over bills.
The trouble with English is that everyone I know speaks it incessantly. I'm constantly getting sucked into conversations. How are you? Was it a good funeral? What's the weather like on your side of the patio? When I open my mouth, I want it to be for something meaty, not titbits. And with French, on the other hand, I can only say titbits. No, I don't mean the only thing I can say is titbits. I don't think I know the French for titbits. Well, there may not be a French for titbits. But the point is, when I speak French, I enjoy talking about feelings and the weather and dead relations. There's a mental challenge. I feel human. Now, what's the boy up to?
I can't believe Dale Winton. There's sex available, and he hides in a corner. Maybe he's holding out for that special someone. Hasn't affected me never having a girlfriend. Most blokes would have gone mad if they were still a virgin at the age of 23, but I'm quite happy sitting here in my parents' shed with a load of snails crawling over my naked body. I'm not averse to the idea of sex. Just sex with people. Girls I can't relate to because they're different, and boys I don't like because they're the same. I'd be all right if I was a snail. I'd like to be a snail and slide along the floor, leaving a shimmering silken track that I could admire behind my back. And those tentacle things I could wave at my friendy, like arms, I suppose, only more bendy. And carrying that house around, I could crash out anywhere, wherever I wanted to, man, and not worry about my parents. And roll with my friendy all night under a cabbage leaf, being neither boy nor girl but both. We wouldn't fight. We'd be the same. We'd both be winners at the game, squelching and squeezing our mutual parts, quadruple genitalia and single heart. That's quite good, I might write that down.
Sorry, it's a compliment, I suppose. I find you uncontrollably attractive.
37 seconds.
I'll just clean up.
You know, sex is supposed to be like conversation.
I wish conversation was like sex. 2 minutes at the end of the day, I might get this book done.
There is a book, isn't there?
Yes, there's a book.
You just spend so much time in that car. You sit there for hours.
I'm thinking.
I'm up here watching you down there. It's like Romeo and Juliet by Samuel Beckett.
Night.
Fine. We've a visitor tomorrow. You'll have to say hello. Dinner! You see how it saves on the voice? Dinner! And visitor!
All right, all right.
This is Colette.
Say hello, George. That's all you need to do.
Alors, c'est vous la française, comment ça va?
Vous parlez français?
Un tout petit peu. Alors, le temps fait pas beau ici, hein?
C'est pareil à Poitiers.
Non.
Si?
Ah, c'est intéressant, ça.
George.
I'm talking to Colette.
Yes, rambling on about your book. I'm sorry, Colette. Well, the weather's not so good over here, is it?
I've already said that.
You were talking about the weather?
Yes.
Well, don't. You're going to bore the poor girl rigid. What's the weather like in Poitiers, Colette?
The same as here, she just said.
Well, I can't speak French, can I? Colette, what's the weather like in Poitiers?
It's the same as here.
No.
Yes.
That is interesting.
Alors, ça va bien chez Rose? Tout est comme il faut?
Oui, il y a juste une étagère dans ma chambre qui s'est cassée, mais à part ça...
Je passerai demain pour la réparer, si vous voulez.
Dad, what are you saying?
Colette said there's a broken shelf in her bedroom. I said I'd come round and fix it.
What, you put up a shelf? You've never done that for me.
Well, I'm not actually going to do it for her.
So why did you say you would?
Because I know how to. Sorry, got a bit carried away with titbits. Not your titbits, Colette, though they are. I won't be saying anything else for the rest of the meal.
Good. Welcome to England, Colette. This is what I was trying to give you at the station when Rose pulled you into the taxi.
Is it a nice thing?
Yes.
Rose said it's a family joke.
No, it's a present.
Thank you. What is it?
It's a wig.
It's a very small wig.
It can be worn as a moustache. It's the famous English wig.
What?
Like the famous English sense of humour, but it's a wig.
In what way is this wig famous or English?
I'll tell you. It's made from hairs of famous English people.
Is that why there's so few of them?
You seem to be talking, George. What I did, Colette, was I wrote off to lots of well-known English people, explaining to them that you were coming over and could I have a hair from their head. I got replies from Claire Rayner, Jimmy Savile, and Duncan Goodhue, who it turns out doesn't have any hair at all. But I thickened it out with some from myself. And Alex.
Who's Alex?
Your English is good.
Oh, well done, Mum.
Alex doesn't eat with us.
He's got a thing about snails.
He eats snails.
He eats in the shed.
He lives in the shed.
He's free to come and go as he pleases.
Go
away!
Any food going?
He's lying on the ground. I think he's injured. Shall I open the window?
I'll open the window.
Ow!
Oh, you're right. He is injured.
Oh, let him in, Rose.
All right. Get in and walk.
I'm trying to. You nearly knocked me out, you psycho.
Hello, I'm Colette.
Hello.
Somebody slap him.
I'll do it.
First time I've been up Lover's Lane in the dark. I felt like a walk after dinner, a proper walk with my legs. And something told me it would be all right. And it is. It's full of snails. all heading the same way into the village. Like this is some ancient snail trail, and they're all drawn to this village, drawn to the allotments and gardens and traps. Hello?
Is that Alex?
Yeah. What are you doing here?
I don't know. I just felt like a walk. See the village. Is it me, or are there lots of snails round here?
Oh, never really thought about it.
Good news for you.
Why?
They said you like snails.
Me? No.
You've got one on your face.
Oh, get off.
Maybe subconsciously, I find sex with my wife grim, futile, messy, which is why, subconsciously, I want to get it over with as soon as possible. So, how do I con my body into thinking intercourse is a worthwhile activity? Well, she said herself it was like conversation, so I shall do it in French. Eh bien, est-ce que la terre est bougée?
Oh, 1 minute 27.
I'll just clean up.
You're improving. Anyone would think you'd been having lessons in French.
Oh!
I was thinking about Alex.
Well, that's where it's all going wrong.
You know, he can be quite good looking in the right light.
Yes, that freak alignment of sun, moon and Blackpool illuminations may not happen again in our lifetime.
Colette's got nice hair.
Oh, I don't think a girl like Colette's going to be interested in Alex.
Well, she's nothing special.
Oh, she's la creme de la creme. He wouldn't know what to do with her. He'd be sticking snails up her... or... interesting experiment.
I'm not doing that.
No, Alex and Colette.
It could happen.
With a little help from his friends.
They eat snails, don't they, French people? That's probably why I feel this connection. I don't fancy her. I find it creepy the way she was nice to me in front of my family. I just can't think of her without these butterflies in my stomach, and all the time she's got snails in hers. Oh, imagine kissing her and her breath tasting of snails. Imagine being a snail and sliding down her throat and being warm inside her. I think I should write her a letter telling her how much I don't fancy her and never will, just so there's no misunderstanding.
Dear Colette, should I be writing a love letter on a word processor? No, I suppose it should be more personal. Dear Colette, your breasts are irrefutable, your lips cohesive, your curves lead me on irresistibly to the logical conclusion that no. It's not from me, it's from the boy. Can't leave him to sort it out for himself, must engineer a rendezvous and observe the terrible cock-up he makes of it. Feel sorry for the poor girl. Dear Colette, shall I compare thee to a rose? No, come on, no girl is that good.
Ah, another day. Thanks, Colette. You're a good worker and a good friend.
Can I go to the toilet now?
No, you've waited all day. You can wait another minute. Now, tomorrow I'm going to a sweet makers conference in a place called Birmingham. I'm not going to be back till late, so I'm leaving you in charge. Now, I know you like sweets. I've seen you looking at them. I suspect you may be counting the raisin bangs. Well, I've counted them too, and there are 134. OK, so let's not let petty things spoil a good friendship. Right?
Right.
Oh, and I'm first. It is my toilet.
Hello?
Oh, hello. I don't know whether you remember me.
Alex, I've got your letter.
Yeah, that's why I called. That wasn't from me. Someone's going round writing letters from me.
It was really funny.
Oh, that was from me.
Do you want to come round to dinner tomorrow? Rosie's away.
Yeah, but, look, I do like snails.
That's okay. Can I buy them round here?
No, I keep my own snails.
Well, do you want to bring some of yours for us to eat?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Fantastic.
Fantastic. The boy wangles a date for himself, and I didn't even send the letter. Not such a freak after all. No, come on. Think positive. He'll mess it up. The sun is out. The birds are singing. Time to plant the equipment. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Come to fix that shelf.
Found this old camping stove in the shed. I'm not cheating and making myself a proper meal. I'm practicing eating snails, because that seems to be the plan for the evening. This is mad. I've saved all these snails from my father's garden, and now I'm going to pick one and eat it. feel like Meryl Streep in Sophie's Choice when she has to choose which of her children should die. Which is a ridiculous comparison. I mean, she was acting. This is real. Oh, get a bloody life. Just eat it. If you can eat it, it'll prove you're normal. You're not obsessed. But then, what sort of normal person has to prove they're normal by eating a snail? I am normal. I don't need to practice being normal. I'm just going to turn up there and eat snails because that's what normal people do. So, who do I take with me? Probably need 20 or so. How many snails do you eat in one sitting? Meryl Streep had it easy.
Ta-da!
Oh, hello.
Came this morning.
A hair.
An Alan Titchmarsh hair. Fetch the wig. I'll put it in the fringe, I think.
Oh, I can do that.
You have still got it. The present I gave you to welcome you to my country.
I thought it was a joke.
Yes. Goodbye, Colette. Oh, there was one other thing. George is behaving a little more oddly than usual. If he does come round here and... That's his coat.
Yes.
Is George here?
He's here, but I wasn't supposed to tell you.
Where is he?
In my bedroom.
He's supposed to be in college.
Mr. Fisher?
Down in a sec. Just cleaning up.
I don't believe this. George? George? You haven't got a gong, have you?
No.
George? George?
Beverly,
I know what's going on.
you know?
How could you do this to your family?
I'm sorry. I couldn't resist the temptation.
Oh, I don't mind you having an affair. It's the fact that you had to do it behind my back and right under my nose.
What?
All right, I'm mixed metaphors. I'm upset.
You're deranged. Beverly, what would a stunning, adorable French girl see in an old don like me? Well, there's experience, wise hands. Oh, I'm not having an affair. I just came round to fix the shelf.
I found these in your waste paper basket. Drafts 1 to 17.
This is an invasion of my privacy.
It's your writing, George.
I'm not having an affair with the girl.
Then what are you doing, writing her letters and cleaning up in her bedroom?
Well, I'm writing... All right, I'm having an affair with her. So, given she thinks we're having an affair, really, I suppose we could, couldn't we?
I don't follow.
Well, now she's gone through all that hurt, it, seems rude not to. N'est-ce pas?
That's very charming of you, but I like Alex.
Well, you don't know Alex like I do. And, he's a good chap. Alex, I was just leaving. Remember, she's French, so speak nice and clearly. Project.
I can't believe you turned out so normal with parents like that.
Yeah. I've got the snails.
That's a lot of snails.
I couldn't choose between them, so I brought all 300. They all look nice to eat.
Yeah. You want to come up to the kitchen? I think what we do is take a snail from the bag.
Stan Collymore.
We put these through the body like so.
That's how I normally do it.
And we pull the snail gently out of its shell.
Oh.
Et voila.
He's still alive.
Oh.
He's moving. He's still alive. You killed him.
I thought you'd done this before.
Yeah, I have.
So your turn.
No, I can't.
I'll give you something if you do.
Really? What? Right, we take a snail from the bag. Julia Somerville. We put a skewer into the body. And we pull the snail gently out of its shell. Voila! Oh, kill her! Quickly kill her!
You kill
I can't!
No kill, no kiss.
Oh, God! Should we do another one?
Well?
Couple more minutes, I reckon.
Can we do in 2 minutes?
I suppose we should carry on where we left off.
See how far we get.
He's eaten a snail. He's going to regret that. I hope he is.
What are you listening to?
Oh, Radio 4, some diaries of a colonel's wife in India.
Oh, I've got that on in the kitchen. Come inside.
No, I can't.
Don't feel bad. It was just a fling.
What? Oh, yes, it's a weight on my mind.
I still love you, George.
Can this wait?
All right, put it on.
No. Oh, my God.
She's being ravished on the table by the serving boy.
What?
The Colonel's wife.
Beverly, I need to think.
I thought the Archers was racy, but this is... Why they have to subject us to this wave of... Oh, I was listening to that.
Beverly.
Oh, it's not bad. That's 40 seconds. Oh, are we going for a ride?
This can't happen.
Yes.
Sell, George.
Have you?
Are you sure that's the Colonel's wife?
No, it's the au pair from Poitiers, Strasbourg.
No, she got Delhi belly and went home in a Portaloo. I know that voice. This isn't Radio 4, is it, George?
All right, I'll tell you the truth.
It's a tape, isn't it? You're listening to a tape of Colette in bed with you.
Me? No, it's...
Is it you? Yes or no?
Yes.
I think it shows how strong our marriage is, that he can be honest about it. It's not a sex thing. She's not just a younger, prettier version of me. He can talk to her as well. So, it would be churlish of me to deny her a place in the family tapestry. I'm giving her 8 inches, which is more than George will ever give her. Gallows humour. The first part is Colette arriving at Dover. She actually came by Eurostar, but I thought a cross-channel ferry would be more stirring. The second half shows George begging his family for forgiveness while Colette sails back to Calais with absolutely no hair. Bald as a coot. Glad of a wig now, I think. Oh, none of this has happened. It's just a joke.
A curious thing, hearing my son making love better than me. Mixture of pride and envy. Not much pride and a lot of envy. Alex is locked in his shed. Doesn't even come out to collect snails from the garden. I deal with them myself. Pellets and traps. It's a joyless execution. My roses are blooming, but my book is dead.
Can't you say I'm going?
What, back to France?
I can't leave with Rose anymore.
Yeah, I didn't like it much. Well, see you around.
Do you want to come with me? Come to Poitiers.
Well, live with you. I like you, Colette, but I don't think I could handle this snail thing of yours.
You're the one who likes eating them.
Well, I said I did because you do. Terrible what you do for a shag, isn't it? Not that you were just a shag, but I keep snails, not to eat, but because I like them.
I've never eaten a snail in my life before the other night.
You're French, don't you do it all the time?
No, I always felt sorry for them.
You like snails?
Yeah, I like them.
I love snails. I am a snail.
Well, you're a bit more hardcore than I am. Maybe I can get into it, if you come to France.
Colette, we ate snails. We ripped them out of their shells, chopped them up and ate them. What kind of a basis is that for a relationship? How could I live with you when every time I see your face I think of eating dead snails?
Well, quite nice, though, weren't they?
Nice? They were the most delicious thing I've ever tasted in my life. They were like chocolate and wine and anchovies all rolled into one. That's my punishment. I've tasted manna from heaven and I can't ever taste it again.
Say the poetry. Punishment for what? Eating a bit of jelly with a shell on top? If they're that nice, eat them. They're only snails.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah?
Yeah. Makes it so much easier to say goodbye.
We tried it on the table. 2 minutes, 7 seconds. And the next 3 hours scrubbing creme anglaise out of the carpet. Beverly, that is. Which left me free to get on with the book. Feeling more positive. Colette's gone, Beverly's satisfied, and Snail Boy has emerged from his shell.
I couldn't believe it when I woke up in bed with Dale Winton. Thought he was dead. Turned out he'd been so scared of sex he'd been hiding under the lawnmower for a week. And now all the other snails were gone, Dale Winton had finally come out. For a moment I thought about Colette. Wondered if I should pop Dale in my mouth and catch the first train into the tunnel. But that would have been the easy way out. So I picked up my trowel and my bucket and I came out here. I'm not going to give up on Dale. I'm going to find him a friendie to roll with all night under a cabbage leaf in the shed at the bottom of my father's garden.
At Home with the Snails was written by Gerard Foster and starred Geoffrey Palmer as George, Angela Thorne as Beverly, Gerard Foster as Alex and Miranda Hart as Rose, with Magali Domecq as Colette. The programme was produced by Jane Batu.
Boxing Day 1536, and in the village of Bedley, Oxfordshire, noblemen and peasants have gathered for the annual snail race. King Henry VIII himself has left his latest bride in Greenwich to join the festivities and eat the winner. By Victorian times, exploitation has turned into silent persecution. In Bedley society, no one talks of snails, though everyone has them. The hint of a trail on your croquet lawn, a glimmer of slime on your gardening trousers is enough to bring shame on the entire family. Baits and traps are sold under the counter and carried home in brown paper bags. Today, the execution of snails can be carried out without fear or prejudice. Monthly clinics offer advice, the vicar's sermons raise awareness, the villagers of Bedley know that snails are not playthings to be raced, nor an embarrassing disease. They are simply a horticultural pest that must be eliminated. There are 4.5 million snails in Bedley, Oxfordshire. I've only got room for about 500 in my shed. They're safe there. Well, I thought they were.
At Home with the Snails, written by Gerard Foster, starring Geoffrey Palmer and Angela Thorne.
Any rubbish for the dustman? Oh, look at this place. You haven't emptied your bin for weeks. Alex? Oh, have you been crying?
No, I'm fine.
Good. George, any rubbish?
Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen is missing. I called him that because he liked decorating the walls, with slime, obviously. He wasn't dipping his tentacles into little pots of paint and hanging off the ceiling, but it was only a matter of time. He wasn't the only one leaving stuff on the walls, but some of them don't have a lot to say for themselves. They're only snails. With Lawrence, there were patterns and words, letters. Well, what could have been letters? One time there was definitely an L and an O, as in the first two letters of his name. He's not going to be able to spell it right. He's only a snail. He can't actually communicate. Doesn't matter, he's missing. Oh God, I didn't look in the bin.
I'd have liked to have been a dustman. Must be nice to know people are thinking of you during the week, collecting up bits and bobs, leaving out their little bundles at the end of the drive. That being Father Christmas, only you don't leave a present at every house, you get one. A smelly present you wouldn't want to open. But I don't suppose I'll ever be a dustman. Not now I've got my own little bundle to think about.
Stop!
There is something bothering him.
5 hours he spent down at the waste reception centre. Silly, really, when the thing he's looking for is sitting in a jam jar in my study. Just a little experiment, a little worm to dangle in front of my editor at lunch tomorrow. Oh, I hate all this secrecy. Removing his favourite snail so I can study the resultant trauma doesn't make me proud, but none of us are going to be around forever, whereas this book will be. It's my baby.
And suddenly, in the middle of the high street, there were these two little foreign women busking. I don't hold with busking as a valid profession, but the sound of these panpipes really took me back to when I was travelling. I did do South America. No continent is worth all those jabs. I travelled to the International Business School, Washington, with a secondment at the Confectionery Institute, Philadelphia. And that's where I learnt pretty much everything there is to know about the Aztecs, how the first hot chocolate was served as a sacred ritual and revered for its healing powers. Hadn't occurred to them to make money out of it. They were all too stoned. But I thought maybe I should give something back to the Aztecs, so I offered them a job in my shop. $2.50 an hour, no breaks. Actually, could you take a break? It's not that soothing after a while. Start playing when a customer comes in, all right? It's a good arrangement all round. I've rescued these little foreign women from the rubbish heap and given them a position. And for me, it's a big psychological boost. I've always wanted to be Willy Wonka. And now I've got my first 2 Oompa Loompas. And one of them burnt herself on a saucepan of toffee the other day.
Oh, no.
That's all right. She's not in a union. And it healed up.
George?
Well, what was it doing there? You know, I can't cope with the material world when I'm trying to think. That's brilliant.
Look, there's something I'd like to say while Alex is cleaning himself up. Oh, pass the wine, will you? Oh, no, on second thoughts, better not.
Well, I can pass things without spilling them. It's only when I get a flash of... Oh, yes.
I'll get a cloth. What a waste. No, of course I won't be drinking.
Oh, I see. Oh, well done. I was wondering when you'd try and lose a bit of weight.
Actually, I might be putting on weight over the next few months.
Oh, God, you're not depressed, are you?
No, George, I'm blooming.
No, you look run down. That smell isn't pudding, is it? Oh, no, it's the boy. No sign of Lawrence, then?
No. Oh, Mum, have you been crying?
No, worried about her weight. Don't bring it up. What's this?
It's custard. Custard for salad.
What?
Yes, I had this wild craving. Don't know what it could be. Cravings, feeling sick, eating more than usual. Come on.
Oh, you've got worms.
This is mad, I know, but I think someone's got Lawrence. There's no logic to it. Why would anyone kidnap a snail from a shed? But then why would anyone live in a shed with 500 snails? That doesn't make sense, but I do it. In a world where someone can live in a shed with a load of snails, it seems perfectly plausible that someone else would get jealous or want something from me. It's the not knowing, that's what hurts. I don't know who's got him, what they want with him, whether he'll be home for Christmas. I know someone's got him, because if someone hasn't got him, the alternative is he left of his own accord. And that's ridiculous. He was happy, he was free, he was walled in, but he liked the walls. The walls were his canvas. He wouldn't just go, not without leaving a note. I should get out more, shouldn't I?
Sorry. I thought it was going to be better than that.
Well, maybe we should talk.
Yes. Night.
You do still love me, don't you?
Of course I do. What have we been doing for the last 30 seconds?
Oh, we never talk.
Where's my book? You know, I kept seeing worms as well. That didn't help.
I don't have worms.
I know. It's the book. It's this endless creation.
George, there's something I need to tell you.
And I do rely on you, Beverly. I know it's my baby, but I couldn't do it without you. I really couldn't.
Your baby? You mean you knew all along?
I mean our baby. It's a team effort.
Oh, but that's what I want, for you to be part of it.
Well, more than a part of it.
Well, I couldn't do it on my own.
No, I'm the creator.
Yes.
The genesis.
Yes.
I've got to deliver the thing.
Deliver it?
Well, not till spring, obviously. But as long as you keep the noise down, I reckon we'll get it out.
George.
But it is a lot of pressure, Beverly, so maybe for the next few months we ought to not have sex every night.
Oh, well, that's thoughtful of you.
I mean, the day it comes out, I can promise you the biggest rogering you've ever had in your life.
Oh, well, if it means you'll be there for the birth this time, I suppose I could manage a quick one.
What do you mean, birth?
Said I should get out more, and here I am, at the Waste Reception Centre. There's people who come here every day. I know, because I've seen them here every day. They're professional scavengers. They're looking for old TVs or half a toaster. I mean, that is so sad. Lawrence! Laurie! Oh, I can't get it out of my head that he's in here somewhere. This brilliant snail thrown onto the rubbish heap. Like me. A spark of life somewhere in this mountain of human detritus. That's quite profound. Oh, and that's last week's fish dish. Oh, I'm never coming here again. He's run off or he's been kidnapped. He's been kidnapped.
2 pence change, and next time please don't touch the streets. Or me. And stop. And start. Oh no, stop, shut up. It's my brother, he never buys anything.
Hello, I'm Alex.
I'm Rose.
No, I was talking
Oh,
to...
sorry. This is my brother Alex, this is Oompa and Loompa. I am going to learn their proper names. It's just finding the time.
What's it like working for my big sister, then? Do they not speak English?
Not during shop hours, no. Alex, what do you want?
Oh, can I put up this poster in your window?
Missing snail. Alex, you're ill. You need help. I'm saying no because I care about you.
Could I have a peanut brie?
Well, that's not going to do any good.
Oh, no, I just fancied
No,
one.
it's still no.
Editor's just nipped to the toilet. Crab soup all down his front. One of my ideas. Still, he loves the first few chapters. A masterpiece in the making and a baby on the way, which is great. I mean, the experiments I'll be able to do with this one. Or, dare I hope, two. Forget symbolics. I could solve nature-nurture at a stroke. Oh, he's coming back. Maybe I should pitch the idea. Identical twins, one in an ordinary room, one in a box. Brilliant. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Oh, you'd better clean up.
Well, a girly lunch. We should go shopping or catch a Jeremy Irons. Not Lolita. I still can't believe he did that.
Mum, what do you want?
Well, you've moved away, but you're still very much part of the family, and I know how you hate it when Dad and I so much as change the carpet, so, well, we're going to give you a choice. Which would you prefer?
Do you remember when you asked me if I wanted a little baby brother or a tortoise?
Yes.
And I asked for a tortoise?
Yes.
And 3 months later, Alex came along?
Yes. Oh, well, we wouldn't try to pull a stunt like that now.
So, what room is this for?
What?
The carpet.
Oh, well, the thing is, Rose, I'm pregnant.
Oh, Mum, congratulations.
Thank you.
So you're keeping it?
Rose is green with envy. Doctor says she can't have children. Her heart wouldn't stand up to the stress. I say it's not the birth, it's the next 20 years. Oh, she'll be a fantastic babysitter. She'll be stealing it off me at the first opportunity. Alex is the worry. He stopped breastfeeding some time ago now, but he's never really let go.
I can't believe how detached I've been from my own mother. When she said she was pregnant, it was like this blinding revelation. She has sex with my dad. She must actually be quite disturbed to be able to do that and then go about life pretending everything's normal. Janet Street Porter's got Paul Daniels over the back of the lawnmower. Suddenly not missing Lawrence anymore. I mean, my dad treats her worse than he treats Snails. Well, he doesn't lay traps for her or poison her. Maybe he does. Maybe that's how he gets her to sleep with him. But he has no idea what it's like to be a woman, whereas I have a natural affinity with females. I think that's why it took me so long to lose my virginity. Sometimes I think my mum would be better off without my dad.
This is shocking. This really hurts. He's not missing Lawrence. What's the point of me kidnapping the thing and feeding and watering it if any old Janet Street Porter would do? Alex!
He may not come in for dinner. I told him.
I wish you'd told me. I'd have gone into college if I'd known it was meatballs.
About the baby.
Oh, that, yes. I'll be happy to look after it, by the way, if you want to go back to whatever it is you do.
Oh, thank you. Could you put the plates round?
No.
Right.
Ah, the boy. I don't think I've heard anything so grotesque in all my life. You're expressing empathy with your mother.
Please, George.
No, take them away.
I'll have some more.
Alex, any sign of Lawrence?
Lawrence who?
Lawrence Llewellyn, well, Lawrence, the snail I've got. The snail that went missing.
Oh, I've stopped looking. This is delicious, Mum.
I'm sure he's happy wherever he is.
I'm sure he bloody isn't. Alex?
I think you should start being a bit nicer to Mum.
Oh, really?
I think what Mum does is amazing. Cooking, creating new life, cleaning, without any help from you.
I did have an input in the new life department.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Or me.
What is this? Not George Day? So, Mum does a bit round the house. What have you done to help in the last 20-odd years?
That's different.
How?
Well, most of that time I was a child, and now I'm busy with my snails.
Pathetic. Let's all just consider our own lives for a bit, shall we? And not keep poking our noses into other people's.
Yeah, I should get rid of my snails.
No, you can't do that.
Anyone for treacle on their meatballs?
Well, it was nicer than the gravy we usually get. God knows where these cravings are going to end up. God knows where my book's going to end up. I spend 5 chapters explaining this obsession, this snail-infested mania, and all of a sudden a little bastard's feeling better. Well, I want him to feel better, but not yet. So, a spot of pruning, I think. Cut something off and it grows back stronger. Cut Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen in half, and Alex will realise how wrong he was to turn his back on his little chum. Not strictly ethical to interfere with one's subject like this, but he is family. Hey, come on, little one. Come to Daddy.
George, it's your editor on the phone.
Coming! Won't be long, little fella. Don't you move a muscle.
I've started talking to Oompa Loompa. I realised I still had so much to learn about Aztec culture. The black magic of the cocoa bean, the healing power. There was a recipe for everyone back then, the sick, the old, the impotent, the 53-year-old mother of 2 with an unwanted pregnancy. Chocolate was the national health service of the day, and they didn't charge a fortune in taxes to run the thing. Oompa and Loompa know how to make it, the one that Mum would like. Cocoa, nutmeg, stuff you'd find in your average health shop. I mean, I can't wait to have a little brother or sister. The fact that the inheritance will be divided up 3 ways rather than 2, that's really not a problem. But I must think about it from Mum's point of view. She's too nice to get rid of it herself. Apparently the hallucinations only last a couple of days. These panpipes are really beginning to piss me off.
Oh, Alex has written me a poem. George, what are you looking for?
Nothing. Can I just feel under...
No, I'm not in the mood. Why don't you write me something?
Just move your fat end for a second.
I'm reading a poem. What are you looking for?
I'm not looking for anything. You haven't seen it, have you?
Well, how do I know if you won't tell me what it is?
All right, you tell me what you've seen, and I'll tell you if anything on your list matches with what I'm looking for.
Well, I've seen a chair, I've seen a table lamp, I've seen lemon-scented furniture polish covered in thick chocolate and anchovy sauce.
Have you seen a snail?
Why would I have seen a snail?
I don't know. Go on. Read me the poem.
Right. Oh, maternal magician, oh, giver of life, my mother, my succor, my father's wife.
Oh, God.
Oh, let me climb back into that secret salty cave.
Is he doing this to wind me up?
What?
Textbook Freud. What's it going to be next, the full Oedipus?
Oh, no. Yes. Cave rhymes with Dad's grave. Oh, I shall make him a nice thing. Wonder what he'd like.
I found Lawrence abandoned outside my shed. Not Lawrence the snail, Lawrence the plastic baby I've named after Lawrence the snail. Mum says it's modelled on those things they give to 14-year-old girls on housing estates, only this one doesn't have its ears pierced. It's made out of one of Rose's old dolls with an alarm clock wired up to an old answer phone in its stomach. Amazing thing, female creativity. You stop it from crying by twisting its head round 3 times, or taking the batteries out. It's good practice for the real baby. Well, it's not, it's ugly and stupid, but my mum made it, like she made me. Seems like everything she makes is ugly and stupid. But it feels good when I carry it around on my back, like a shell. And the real baby's going to be good. Something to focus on, a change of track, which has nothing to do with snails. We're going to call the real baby Lawrence as well. Must get away from snails. For Mum's sake.
Oh, yes. You worry about your children, and there's no need. The boy is a snail freak. The baby in the sling, just a shell for him to hide in. The obsession with his mother, an exploration of his hermaphrodite self. The hatred of his father, well, I can make that work. It's all under control.
George, Alex has invited me for a weekend break. Just the 2 of us.
Right, this has gone far enough.
Now, I'll leave you some meals in the freezer.
No, this has gone far enough. This Mother-Son Appreciation Society, what's going on?
You're jealous.
What?
Want me all to yourself, don't you? Should have known someone might fill the gap if you carried on neglecting me.
I'm not bloody jealous of you, you old trout.
Oh, well, then you won't mind when I run away with Alex and the baby. Leave you to get on with your book.
No, don't say that.
Oh, so I do mean something to you.
You mean the world to me, darling.
Well, you better hope no one comes along and snaps me up.
I can't release them into the wild just like that. Some of them were born in captivity. They've never learned how to forage. So I'm letting them out for a couple of minutes just to see how they cope without me. Oh, I think they're going to be fine. They seem to know what to do.
Alex?
What?
Alex! Leave my wife alone and get those snails back in the box.
Well, this isn't a garden. There are no roses here. What are you doing?
Come on, back in the box. And you, Janet. No, leave Paul alone for a minute, will you?
But you know their names.
All safely back in the box.
Dad, they're my snails. I can do what I want.
You don't own them, Alex. They're living creatures. You'll keep them in the box.
No, I'm letting them go.
Alex, they're all you have. You throw them away, what have you got left?
Mum, the baby.
What? That plastic thing?
No, the real living baby.
That's not yours. It's mine.
Well, technically you inseminated, Mum.
You keep your hands off. I'm the one looking after it.
You? You're useless with children.
What would you know? When have you seen me with a child?
Never?
Well then, will you keep those snails in the box?
I need to get them out of my brain. There's things going on in there you wouldn't believe.
Want to talk about it?
No. Look, I'm going away with Mum, so I've got to let them go. There's no one to look after them here, is there?
I'll do it.
You'll look after my snail?
Be good practice for the baby. And if it helps you...
Blimey. You're really giving it a go, this fatherhood thing.
Yeah. Watching you with your snails has made me realise how I've neglected my own family. I've taken you all for granted. But the healing power of snails has opened my eyes. Come home, Alex, and bring your snails with you.
It was Oompa Loompa who pointed out that secretly poisoning your own mother's unborn child wasn't what the Aztecs had in mind when they invented chocolate. Got a bit self-righteous about it, which is a bit off. It was their recipe in the first place. I suppose Mum has to learn from her own mistakes, acquire a bit of self-control. So I threw them in the bin, my nutmeg rocks, and their panpipes.
So I've come here again. What Dad said made me feel guilty about giving up on Lawrence. But he's not here. And let's face it, he hasn't been kidnapped. He left me, which I can handle as long as there's no one else involved. I'm not going to go chasing after a snail. I did find something here. This box. To the best mum in the world from Rose. Why does she do that and then throw them away? She's more of a snail than I am. We're all snails. We want to be nice to each other, but instead we crawl into our little hard shells. It's funny, I came here looking for a little spark of life in this mound of rubbish. I found it now, and I'm taking it back to my mum.
I remember I was halfway through the second layer when I looked out of the French window and I saw a snail sitting on the patio, waving. And I suddenly felt this hunger, this craving inside, and I opened the French window, went out, and I picked up the snail by its shell, put it to my mouth, and I kissed it and put it back down again. And I've never seen a snail move so fast. They can actually get up a fair head of steam when they put their minds to it. And I didn't catch him till he was round the side and halfway up the wall next door. I've called him Mellors because, like Lady Chatterley, I found him in the garden.
Beverly, I'm sorry for calling you a trout.
Mum, the taxi's here. We're going away, remember?
I don't think Mum's going anywhere. Beverly, we're all here. Lunch wasn't the same without you. It was cold.
Can't you call the doctor or something?
She's not ill.
She's pregnant.
Oh, God, the cravings. You don't think she's eaten something?
Well, she probably had some of the chocolates from Rose.
The what?
Oh, I rescued them from the rubbish tip.
What the hell are you talking about?
Well, you were going to give them to her, weren't you?
Yeah, and then I changed my mind. Mum, don't eat those chocolates.
That's not Radio 3. That's Classic FM.
I'm calling the doctor.
No, she'll be all right. Just hallucin... Mum, those chocolates, I need to have them back.
Stop it.
Mum, how many have you eaten?
Eat as many as you like.
Beverly, we'll change, I promise. Will you shut that thing up?
I'm trying to, the head's stuck.
Mum, those sweets are poison.
Oh, grow up. I can't get the batteries out.
Beverly!
Mum!
Rose!
If you don't shut up, I shall make you a very nasty thing.
You've made us a nasty thing. Give me that, baby. Good practice for the real baby, eh? Right. Let's all go and have a cup of tea, shall we?
Yeah.
Beverly?
Right-hand cupboard above the kettle.
Thanks.
When I take Mellors in my hand, he's cold and damp, but I feel a warm thrill. He sits there and we talk. Sometimes he goes for a wander, up my arm and along my shoulder and down between my breasts. Oh, I think I may be in love with him. Sounds mad, doesn't it? Being in love with a snail called Mellors. Well, I suppose being in love with any snail is pretty mad, but... oh, I feel good. I feel young and stupid all over again. I feel like a dance.
Beverly! Thorne! We're coming in! Oh, God.
Mum?
Lawrence.
Mellors?
You had Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen.
Mellors? What's happening?
Why don't we get some clothes on, dear?
Where are the chocolates?
There are more important things than your stupid chocolates. Can I have my snail back, please, Mum?
Mellors?
Mum, where are the chocolates?
Oh, thank you, Rose. We ate the box.
We?
Mellors had some.
I guess it's how Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen would have wanted to go. Exploding slowly in a pool of green and brown and pink. Artistic. Nothing I could do except stand there and take pictures.
I went to see the doctor. He rummaged round for a while, washed his hands, which I thought was a bit off. And then he said I wasn't pregnant. He said I'd never been pregnant. He said I was changing. I said I was changing surgeries, and I stormed out.
And the lesson is, don't rescue things from rubbish heaps. So I let my Oompa Loompas go. They left me an old Aztec recipe for the heart, but after what they did to my mother, I don't really trust them.
I went to visit the conservatory where he spent his last few days. I thought he might have got away for an hour or so and tried to pass on a message to the outside world. I found some letters on the walls, but all they seemed to spell out was nutmeg rocks. Don't know what I was thinking of. He's only a snail.
It's strange to think that 24 hours ago I was standing here dancing naked with a snail. Lucky it was close family only. If it ever got out I'd been listening to radio too, I don't think I could hold my head up in church.
Oh, there'll be a whole chapter on it. Wonderful that Beverly can make her own contribution to the book. It really is a team effort. Shame she couldn't come up with the twins, but I'm not a selfish man. My wife may not be fertile territory, but my snail boy most certainly is.
At Home with the Snails was written by Gerard Foster and starred Geoffrey Palmer as George, Angela Thorne as Beverly, Gerard Foster as Alex, and Miranda Hart as Rose. The programme was produced by Jane Batu.
The village of Beverly, Oxfordshire, home to a few hundred human beings and several million common or garden snails. Some quality of soil lures them here. Some aphrodisiac in the beds keeps them reproducing. They can eat an average-sized garden at one sitting. They arrive at night without warning, in packs of several thousand, and inch their way from east to west like a murder squad looking for scraps of clothing, meticulously passing all vegetation through rapacious digestive systems. Supposedly. Prayers are said. Women light candles, men sterilise and destroy. The day will come when the villagers give up their lands and flee. Until the revolution, the snails must wait, dodging the daily trials and persecution at the hands of gardeners like my father.
At Home with the Snails, written by Gerard Foster, starring Geoffrey Palmer and Angela Thorne.
I never liked the way they hung round corners in big groups, but now they're taking over. I had one crawling along the counter just above the fudge salutes. The vicar's mother pointed it out, said that looks very real. I couldn't tell her it was real. I panicked, said it was a special edition. She said, how much? I said, £3.50. She said, I'll take it. Half an hour later, I had the vicar in making all sorts of wild threats. I can really do without that sort of stress when I'm trying to run an honest business. So I told him to piss off. And you can see how these things spiral out of control. He's writing to Environmental Health. They could shut me down.
I don't like to see my son suffer. Well, he's not suffering. He loves sliding around in his little shed with his little friends. Removing him to a secure mental unit would be the cruelest thing we could do. And I haven't quite finished the book. I'm not getting away scot-free. My roses are taking a right hammering. Can't believe I'm standing spade in hand at 2 o'clock in the morning waiting for snails.
I believe God has given me a talent. I mean, everyone has a talent, but a lot of people's talents seem to be for, well, easy things like working at a checkout. Mind you, the speed with which they find the barcode and beep, 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 oh, it's very clever. But, of course, my talent is for making nice things. And that's why I'm here on...
Beverly Hospice FM. Every cloud has a silver lining. This is the Beverly Fisher Show.
My name is Beverly Fisher, and I hope you're all very well. Well, you're not, you're ill, but here's something that'll make you better. Well, I suppose my grape sculptures won't actually make you better, but they will make you feel better. I know they make me feel better. Unwanted grapes are such a burden on NHS fruit bowls. There was a whole bunch of them wandering round the church the other day.
What, grapes?
No, snails. Oh, keep up, George. They were all over the cross. His hair looked like it hadn't been washed for days.
Yeah, something's got to be done.
Ooh, she speaks.
Well, you asked me to dinner. You didn't say I had to talk.
Well, that's how we do things in this family. We don't sit in front of the goggle box. We eat and we talk. They say it might be a curse.
It's not a curse. There's so much ignorance about snails in this village.
Yeah, people don't realise how dangerous they are. I mean, my livelihood is at risk and no one seems to care. Where's the community when you need them?
Well, if you'd spent the afternoon doing grape sculptures on hospice radio, they might rally round. You only get back what you put in.
That's not a very good deal.
What about you, Alex? You have a talent for living in a shed. Come to the hospice. Give a little talk on snails.
Mum, I can see through your attempts to get me to do something constructive with my life.
Can I do a talk on why we should get rid of all the snails?
Yes.
All right, I'll do one.
Yeah, because I said I'd do one. That is so childish.
It's not.
Is.
It's not.
Ooh, this looks like war. The war of the snails.
Hospice radio was really good. Ratings dipped in the second half due to death and tiredness. Rose is distributing leaflets and holding public meetings. I'm branching out into schools, old people's homes, captive audiences. Hello, Bedley Prison. Should I wait for other people?
Nah, I don't think anyone else is interested in nails, mate.
Snails.
Oh, right.
Shall I carry on?
Yeah, if you want.
Right, well, I'd like to start this afternoon's lecture by addressing some of the common myths about snails. Number 1, snails are dirty. Untrue. I myself regularly bathe in snail saliva, and I find...
Are you a student?
George, are you really going to stand there all night, waving a spade around?
Will you be quiet? You'll frighten them away.
I thought you wanted them frightened away.
Shut up, or you'll wake Alex.
Dad, I'm trying to sleep.
Sorry.
What's the spade for?
Well, if you're not going to take them in, I have to protect my roses.
I haven't got room. I've got 2,000 snails in there. They're all over me. It's nice, but I keep rolling over and crushing them.
What's that? God, sounds like there's thousands of them. I can see a shape. They're moving in a column. Come on, you bastards! Ow! Hey, get on now! Alex!
Do you know this bloke, Alex?
Yeah, it's my dad.
And you're in my garden. Can you let go, please?
All right, sorry.
This is Gary from the prison.
I got out yesterday. I've already had a row with me mum. I was wondering if I could keep in a spare room or something.
No. Sorry. Sorry. It's the stress.
Oh, your book.
No. It's having that animal in the shed.
He liked my lasagna.
So would I, if I'd been on prison food for the last 5 years. What do we know about him?
I've read Oliver Twist.
So?
Criminals aren't born, they're made. I'll bet Gary was brought up in a house with 3 televisions and no books. Of course he's going to go out and steal.
What? Books?
No, more televisions. They get hooked. You saw at dinner how he kept looking wistfully over at the television as if our conversation was almost painful to him.
He's planning to nick it.
You never see the potential in people, do you?
Oh, you're not going to try and change him?
Well, if Bill Sykes had read Oliver Twist, it would have been a different story.
It started out like Schindler's List, you know, just a record of how many I saved from the garden. Then I started noting details, trail patterns, size of tentacles, how often they have sex, who with, how long for, what position. I'll show you the photos after dinner.
Yeah? Well, they are interesting, aren't they, snails?
Right, I've got lettuce, porridge oats and cuttlefish bone.
Oh, look, your mum's invited me to dinner with them.
Oh, right.
Well, have a nice time.
Oh, do ask for more. You're not in the workhouse now, you know.
You ain't got any red sauce, have you?
Red currant sauce?
No, ketchup.
With pork stroganoff? Yes.
Sorry, it just gives it a bit of flavour. So. Oh, oops.
So, he's allowed to have ketchup, and I'm not.
Don't make a scene, George.
So, what's the big deal with Alex and them snails, then?
Let's talk about you, Gary.
Yes. What was it you do again?
I'm a gardener.
No. What's your job? What were you in prison for?
All right, burglary.
Seen anything you fancy?
George.
TV? Video?
We don't blame you, Gary. We blame your mother.
What about the microwave?
No, it's not the latest model. Probably wouldn't be worth me while.
Well, don't let us keep you now you've cased the joint.
George, stop it.
No, it's all right. I'll go.
No, eat your dinner.
No, I'll go now.
Yes, nothing very interesting for you here.
Well, I am quite interested in your roses.
You'll keep away from them.
I wouldn't want to nick them. I was just wondering how you got them so small.
You what? Oh, you're the gardener. The gardener from Bedley Prison.
Yeah. Do you never, think there's more to life than collecting snails in your dad's garden?
Oh, yeah, I'm interested in exotic ones as well. Look, I've got this book here. Right, this is the top snail. The Potipapyagus antipodarum. It can fertilise itself. You know what that means?
Yeah. It cracks one off the wrist and gets pregnant.
Be amazing, wouldn't it?
Be a bit inconvenient.
I'm getting one for my 24th birthday, actually, next week. My mum's ordered it from New Zealand.
I'm 24, next Tuesday.
Same here, Tuesday. We're like twins. We were born on the same day.
Yeah.
And we both like snails.
Yeah.
I'd heard all the rumours about the prison garden. We all had. Roses wider than a ruler with petals the size of prawn crackers. Didn't believe a word of it. How could a bunch of thugs produce such beautiful things? Got more in common with snails than roses. That's why Alex has taken this Gary into his shed. He's just another snail. Slow, a social pest. Breaks into people's land for a living. Probably brought up in a shell suit. It's a juicy chapter. I should cultivate Gary. But I'll look after my own roses, thank you. Gotcha.
So, books are about people. Even Animal Farm is about people. But don't try and get your head round that. We'll be doing allegory next term.
Right.
And some books are about people like you.
And what's people like me?
The working class, criminals. Take Oliver Twist. Now, you might have seen the film.
Yeah.
You got to pick a pocket or two.
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Old Fagin sending his little boys out onto the streets of London. That's the acceptable face of crime. But there is also a very nasty man called Bill Sikes, who beats up women and has a very ugly dog. And he dies.
Right.
So, has that helped?
What?
Well, now you know what happened to Bill Sikes. Do you think you will ever want to commit a crime again?
Alex, glad you could come.
Well, I wanted to see what you'd say. I've read these leaflets.
Glossy, aren't they?
This is lies, blaming the snails for spreading disease.
I've got a serious heart condition. They're making it worse.
That was one snail.
Yeah, so what sort of damage are thousands of them going to do? It's going to spiral out of control.
Look, Rose, I'm sorry about your shop, but I just get the feeling you're using this snail business to mask your own insecurities.
No, I don't have insecurities. Oh, here we go. Music, please. They're invading our land. They're threatening our business. They're mixing with your children. So what do? We say prayers, we lay a few traps, we creep through flower beds late at night like we're the criminals. The church won't get rid of the snails. The church is full of snails. The garden centre won't get rid of the snails. The more snails there are, the more overpriced products they can foist upon us. There is a solution. The Ministry of Agriculture has approved the use of military aircraft to cover Bedley and the surrounding area with metaldehyde 41. It attacks the mucus-producing cells in snails and produces death by desiccation. Let us take up arms against this alien aggressor. Let us engulf our village in a cleansing fog. Let us spray!
So, Lawrence makes us see that class shouldn't stop us from making love if we want to. Well, not us, obviously. I couldn't bear to be touched by a man with tattoos.
So you have read this one?
Oh, I think so.
Oh, one doesn't need to read the classics, just know them well enough to talk about at parties. Half the books in this room I probably never read.
Yeah, they do that in pubs, buying a job lot of books just to look good.
Well, that's not the same. Some of these are first editions. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gary. And Alex, happy birthday to you. Oh, it's a wonderful coincidence. So, Jane Austen. Oh, sorry, Gary. Happy birthday.
Oh, thanks.
For you to read on your own. Aesop's Fables. Little stories, big letters. Oh, Alex, your present got sent on to Moscow by mistake, but I know you like something to unwrap on your birthday.
Oh, thanks, Mum.
There's nothing in it. I didn't have time.
Gary, what were you saying about my roses looking a bit ill?
Now, Gary, were you born in Oxford General?
Yeah, I was.
As was Alex.
I was talking about my roses.
So, I must have met your mother. Now, there was a very nice lady I had a running joke with about nappies and Jackson Pollocks. No, so that can't have been her. There was a woman who knitted. Oh, but you people don't wear wool, do you? Oh, I suppose I wouldn't have met her if she was in the TV room the whole time.
Yeah, look, I'll ask her. I'm supposed to be going round hers for my birthday tea, as it happens.
Oh, this is all homemade.
Yeah, but I'm hoping she's going to take me back in, though, so, well, thanks very much for having me.
No, we can't let you go. It's not safe. We haven't done the Brontes.
Well, there's not much room in the shed.
Have Alex's room.
What if I want to move back in?
You don't. Fancy a stroll round the garden, Gary?
It's very easy to laugh at human beings fighting against adversity. Well, I find it easy. Not people starving in Africa, that's gone beyond a joke now. But it's great seeing villages flooded, plucky Brits canoeing down their high street. Found their dream home by the river, then looked out and saw the Volvo floating past the front window. It's funny because it's happening to someone else. Well, I'm on TV now. I was that person paddling through a river of snails on the 6 o'clock news. Well, beating my way through with a spade. And when it happens to you, all your cynicism, all your irony disappears. It's you fighting for the right to walk down your street. In our case, you can walk down the street. We did have to ship in a few more snails to make the pictures more dramatic, but it's the principle. We don't want to get known as that village that's full of snails. Americans! I could make a mint. A mint in the shape of a snail. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Snail Land.
2 more pints, please. Large ones. So,
What?
the roses in the prison.
They're bigger than yours.
And?
And they smell nicer, too. Yours are a little bit rank, George.
Yes, all right. What's the trick?
Oh, I can't think, George.
I know, it's difficult.
My mind is a vacuum.
Oh, please, try.
Get us a pair of whiskey chasers and it may start coming back to me.
Right.
He said how about some birthday drinks? Not to me, to Gary. Which was a relief. Obviously I don't want to spend my birthday with my father. Wouldn't have minded spending it with Gary. He's my phantom twin. I suppose that's why my parents like him. He's what they could have had. He's made something of himself. He's made a criminal of himself. At least he's done something. I'm the man who does nothing. Tomorrow there's a meeting to decide whether to exterminate every snail in the village, and what am I, #1 snail fan, doing about it? Nothing. Why? Because I'm a snail myself. And what does a snail do when all the other snails are in trouble? It curls into a shell and pretends it's not there. Might as well not be there for all the nothing I do. I'm really not bitter about the drinks.
Didn't fancy hanging round the house with Alex. Not on his birthday. He gets very depressed. So do I. It's generally a very depressing day. So I've come to do a bit of praying against this curse. Not that it's my fault. I've tried to be a good mother with the children I've got, and I'm doing sterling work with Gary. I keep having this thought that something happened in the hospital, that there was a mix-up with the cots, and Alex is really Gary, and Gary is really Alex. Be a wonderful plot development, wouldn't it? Sad for Alex. There's something about Gary underneath the tattoos. I'm sure he understands more than we think. One of them says, "I love Mum." I keep wanting to say, "It's me, Gary. I'm your mum." If you're still there, God, give me a sign. Let me know if I'm on the right track. His hair looks a lot better.
Come on, Gary, I'm going to be pissed at this rate. 2 more jugs, please.
It's a secret, Mr. Fisher.
Well, I'm not going to tell anyone. I'm not stupid. I don't go blurting out secrets.
Yeah?
I could tell you secrets, Gary. I've got secrets. And it's hard. You want to unburden yourself.
Oh, you do, yeah.
You want to let it all out.
Oh, yeah, you do, yeah.
Let it all flood out.
What is it, George? Come on.
I'm spying on him. I'm spying on my own son. I'm writing a book about his snail thing. It's brilliant. It'll destroy him.
Right.
I'm a wicked man, Gary. Tell me I'm wicked.
Oh, you're not wicked, George.
Thanks, Gary. The roses. How'd you do it? What did you do about all the snails?
Snails?
Baits, traps. How did you kill them in the prison?
I didn't.
What? You let them run free?
No, there are no snails in Beverly prison.
No snails.
Well, they can't get in, can they? They can't get over the walls.
So, if I get rid of all the snails...
Oh, my God. It's all right, boss. I'll take him home. No harm done. Oh, listen. Where'd you get all your books?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Go, Rose!
Ladies and gentlemen. Last week...
Murderer!
Go, Alex!
Shut up, Alex.
Go, Rose!
Shut up, Mum.
Murderer! You're all murderers. Yeah, well, I'm not going to stand around and do nothing while you destroy lives. You vote for this spray and I will leave this village forever. I mean it, I will go.
Go, Alex! I mean...
Sit down, you brat. Last week, I proposed the use of metaldehyde 41 to eradicate this village of its snail population. I was wrong. These snails are not a curse from God, they're a gift.
Yes.
I have a dream of snail land. A land where humans and snails live side by side in peace. And tourists from all over the world come to buy a piece of that dream.
No.
We could turn this quaint little village into a giant snail park. Forget roses. You'll have money for as many plastic roses as you like. It's me, Rose. You scum.
Murderers! I'm ashamed to say I am the father of these 2 individuals.
Go, George!
And the husband of this woman. In 1979, a colleague of mine at Oxford University created the formula for metaldehyde 41. He needed somewhere to test it. The following Sunday was a warm, sunny day, so naturally the children were allowed to play with the windows open. I don't know whether my children were exposed to the spray, but one is a money-obsessed social incompetent with a serious heart condition. The other is some kind of half-man, half-snail freak. Even worse, the snails were back within a couple of months. It really didn't do any good. Citizens of Beverly, if you want your children to grow up healthy and normal, think long and hard before you vote for this spray. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. That was a great speech.
Yes. Can't believe it didn't do any good.
They care more about their roses than their own kids.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Is that why I'm messed up, then, because of the spray?
Oh, that? No, I made all that up on the spot. You're not messed up. And if you are, I was hardly ever there, so it can't be my fault.
Why did you say all that stuff?
Well, you said you'd leave if they killed all the snails.
Yeah, I suppose I'm going to have to now.
No, you stay in the shed. We'll find you some more snails from somewhere.
I don't want to be a freak.
You're not a freak. You're eccentric. But I wouldn't have you any other way.
Thanks, Dad.
I'm in the conservatory, Mrs. F. How did it go?
Oh, Alex, Rose, George, they all joined together on the same side and lost. Oh, your bag. And now I'm losing you.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Thanks for everything, Mrs. Fisher.
Oh, call me. Do you know The Prince and the Pauper, Gary?
Well, my mum's waiting up.
It's wonderful, Gary. 2 boys change places. I haven't read it, but there might be a sign. It's round here. I don't know what that is. Oh, never heard of that. Oh, Gary. Oh.
What's that?
A Camel Called Hump by William Braintree. The Franks Family Tree by Colonel M. Franks. Who's William Braintree? Who's Colonel M. Franks?
I don't know.
Nor do I. So what are they doing on my bookshelf?
It's Gary.
Got bored of me parents, have you?
I'm off.
You're not interested in snails, are you?
Look, there's $3.5 grand there. I've sold your mum's books and replaced them with cheap stuff they put in pubs. It's for you to go around the world.
Why would I want to do that?
I'll give you $3.5 grand and you're too busy having a middle-class breakdown to say thank you. Your snails are going to die, mate.
Well, my dad says he'll get me some more.
Oh, yeah. And about your dad. You ought to read this.
You fascists! What about my special edition snails? You're killing me! I've got a serious heart condition!
I won't have them in the house. Other poems. Keith someone. Oh, My Pleasant Childhood, Philippa Vanity Press. Book rage, they call it. I read about it in a magazine. A woman in Waterston's asked for Madame Bovary and they tried to fob her off with Chocolat by Joanne Harris. Burn. Bad books, burn. Oh, help! George! George! Are you there?
You there, Dad? You in your car, listening on your microphones? My snails are all right.
I've bunged up all the holes in the roof and the gap under the door. I've saved my snails, Dad. You proud
of me? Sorry I've turned out such a bad gardener. You did your best. All those nights when I was a boy, down in the flower bed, stamping on them or slicing them in two. Well, there were right ways of killing them and wrong ways, yeah? Never put them on a fire, you said. They whistle, like they don't care. You didn't like that. You wanted them to suffer for what they did to your roses. They're snails, Dad. Of course they don't care. I'm going to burn my snails, Dad. It's a symbol. You know, good climax for your book. Shame for the snails to die for a symbol, but that's all they ever were. A symbol that spiralled out of control. Oh, blimey. Dad? Dad, can you hear me? Dad! Dad!
Doing here?
I set fire to the shed and it went all down the street. Turns out that snail spray was a bit flammable. What are you doing here?
Oh, nicking all them books. Your mum's pressing charges.
Sorry.
Give me a chance to write up my notes. I should come clean. I'm doing a PhD on the English eccentric.
That's why you pretended to like me. I'm your English eccentric.
It was, and I met your parents.
Oh, it's like the supermarket in here. Soap powder, cling film, cuddly toy. There was nothing I could do to help him. He was a thief through and through. I got hold of his mother's address. Why people live in those high-rises, I'll never know. But when I got to the door, I looked through the window, bracing myself, and I saw a Jackson Pollock print on the wall. Not framed. Still, I think that's what counts as a sign. Are you going to wake up and eat those grapes, Rose? Or shall I make a nice thing out of them?
What do you want?
I want to say sorry.
For spying on me?
I was observing, like you did with your snails.
They're snails. I'm a human being.
Well, if you put it like that. I was expecting there to be something between us. A screen, but we could hold hands if we wanted.
Yeah.
Do you want to hold hands?
Well...
There. Wasn't so difficult, was it?
What have you got in your hand?
Don't look. Just take it.
What is it?
It's a tiny pair of secateurs.
I'm not going to get out of here with a pair of scissors.
No, not for your escape. It's...
for the roses.
I'll be back next week. One cutting, that's all.
That's why you came, yeah? Popped into the garden on your way in, did you?
No, they wouldn't let me. What are they like? Is it true what they say? Alex?
Bye, Dad. Mum was next, crying her eyes out. Not the emotion. They'd started strip-searching all my visitors after they found the secateurs. He'd finally arrived that morning. Been all round the world. my Potapapyagus antipodarum. Don't know where she'd hidden it. Don't really want to think about it. But from somewhere my mum produced the only living snail in Bedley.
Come on, Alex, put your arse into it.
I'm helping Gary out in the garden most days. Fresh air for me and Adam. Dad's solicitor reckons I'll get 12 months, so if Adam produces 80 eggs, and those 80 eggs produce another 80 eggs, and so on, there'll be a lot of snails in Bedley prison by the time I leave. So I'll have achieved something, won't I? Off you go, Adam. Go, where the greener grass grows. Go up those thorny branches and get that bloody rose. Good bit of alliteration, that, greener grass grows.
At Home with the Snails was written by Gerard Foster and starred Geoffrey Palmer as George, Angela Thorne as Beverly, Gerard Foster as Alex and Miranda Hart as Rose, with Dave Lamb as Gary. The programme was produced by Jane Batu.